As far as back as I can remember, I have always loved going to the movie theaters. And even way before I developed my passion in film, I remember the first time I went to the theaters when I went at 6 years old to see Happy Feet, and I was really enamored by that movie. And I would always go to the theaters every couple times a year, but when I went, I always had this great magical time. Always fun, always great to connect with these stories. I had a great time. And my love for the theaters only grew as time went. When I was in high school, I found it really hard to connect with people and like make lasting friendships. I really had a hard time. So what made it really easier for me was to watch movies, and especially go to the movie theaters and study film, really see all of them, just escape my life problem for a couple hours. I always loved that, and movies and movie theaters helped me get through all my hard times in high school. I really had a great time. The reason why I'm saying all this is because I just remember when the movie theaters shut down all the way back in March because of the global pandemic, how devastated I was, how sad I was that I could be losing one of my biggest passions in life. Like, I remember the last time I went to the theaters like it was yesterday. It was way before the pandemic started, about 2 weeks before, and I did a double feature of Sonic the Hedgehog and an advanced screening of The Invisible Man. Like, it was like, I took it all for granted. I didn't think from the last time I went, I had a fun time, I had a great time discussing with friends, and I thought, man, I can't wait to go the next time. Well, that next time was not for months because the theater shut down. I was really devastated, and this pandemic really took a toll on me. You see, for me, there's two big hobbies I have in my life. There's one, going to the movie theaters, and two, going to the gym. Here's the thing. Because of the pandemic, I lost both of them. And here's the thing, in the beginning of the pandemic, I just had to find ways to substitute it. So this is what I would do. If I wanted to go to the gym, I would just work out in my basement. If I wanted to watch movies with my friends, I would go on Skype calls or Facebook Messenger calls and watch movies together. And it did the trick for a while. I was actually watching a lot of movies in the beginning of the pandemic just to get that experience. But after a while, it fizzled. Like, I don't know, watching movies at home is just not the same. And I really fell out of it because I just couldn't bring myself to watch some movies. I would catch up with some of the new releases, but catch up older films or even rewatches. I just kind of stopped. I went to video games a lot during the pandemic because it was something different, something I could sink my teeth to that I couldn't do otherwise. And here's the thing, I kept on missing the movie theaters even more. I even went to the drive-in a bit, and I had a fun time, but it was still not the same as going to the movie theaters, which is why I've been counting and waiting and just begging and hoping the movie theaters can reopen and I can come back to what I really love. And that's what this video is about, because just a week ago, Canada has finally decided to reopen movie theaters at like a limited capacity. In fact, my local theater is only doing 26 seats per people, and they're doing a lot of repertory films, like the stuff that came out earlier this year, but also like Jurassic Park and Jaws. And to be honest, I wasn't too interested in seeing all these other movies, but one caught my eye, and it was Gravity. I mean, I own Gravity on Blu-ray. I've actually seen it once on Blu-ray. It is a visual masterpiece, and I saw it once, but when I watched it, I was like, you know what? This would have worked better in the movie theater, because the movie is great, but there's not much story as there's visuals. So I always think it would be so much better. Like, keep in mind, my basement, I have a TV, I have a sound bar, I can make it dark, I can do all this, but it's not the same as being in the theater. So just seeing that my local theater was showing this movie for $5, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna venture out. I didn't care about the risk, I really just wanted to return to the movie theaters. And you know what, this is what this video is about. This is about what it was like to be back in the movie theaters after months. What has changed? What is different? I have so much questions in my mind. That's why I went, and that's why I want to report on it. So let's just go on. This is what happened in the movie theaters. So the day starts off, and I go into the movie theater. I walk out with my friend, and I go inside, and how did I feel? Well, there's one thing I'm gonna repeat ad nauseam part of this video. It all came back to me. The magic, the excitement of being in the movie theater. As soon as you walk in, all of that came to me. And for something I take for so granted long ago, now it came back to me and it felt incredible. First of all, there's a lot of things that changed. They only letting people 15 minutes before the showtime, which is good because you don't need to have 20 people, you need social distance. They give you a mask, you don't have one, you have to come with a mask, there's hand sanitizer, you know, all that shit. One thing I noticed is we have Coca-Cola freestyle machines in my theater, and usually do it yourself, but now an employee has to do it for you because it's probably more sanitary than everybody randomly going there. It makes a lot more sense and everything. But again, being in the lobby and even hearing the radio music with shitty music they always put, you associate that with the movie theater, which is why the excitement again came back to me and it felt really, really good. But then there's the part where I need to talk about walking into the movie theater. I saw Gravity in AVX, which is like the Canadian version of a premium large format screen, and you could already hear the big sound because we have Dolby Atmos sound mix in that auditorium. And walking in and hearing the trailers, again, it all came back to me. The excitement, the revving up, the enamoration of seeing a huge screen. I took it for so granted because I got used to it, but walking and seeing that big screen overwhelm you with all those seats and everything, it was absolutely incredible to witness. The only thing that threw me off the experience was wearing a mask at first. That's because, honestly, like, it's a new normal. You have to get used to wearing masks at places where you don't really get used to wearing a mask. And I like anything, you get used to it and it won't mind you. But here's the thing. First of all, just the trailers that started. I missed seeing trailers in front of a movie, and I actually love that because it always gets you excited and revved up for the movie itself and seeing new upcoming movies and what it may look like in the big screen. They showed trailers for Ghostbusters, Afterlife, The Kingsman, and Tenet. Like, it was really awesome to see those trailers in the big screen, and it got me excited. But how about the movie itself? Like I said, I've only seen Gravity on Blu-ray, and I always thought, man, this looks so much better than the movie. I wish I had the opportunity. Well, I had the opportunity for $5. I went, and just the lights shut down, the movie starts, and then bam, you're in Earth, and holy crap, I can never watch this movie on Blu-ray ever again. Holy crap, this movie was tailor designed for the movie theater big screen in hand. Alfonso Cuarón just created some incredible visual in that movie. Like, every that movie except for the actors is CGI, and it looks absolutely immaculate, especially the fact that the movie is 7 years old, and this movie looks better than some movies that look like today, which is absolutely crazy. But here's the thing, just seeing the big pictures and the big screen, and just being overwhelmed by the massive screen in front of you, I miss being that immersed in a movie, that you feel like you're there. You can literally touch the visuals, and it felt that immersive, and it felt amazing. You can't replicate that at home. I've tried, and you really can't because the screen's not big enough, and the sound, I have a sound bar, but it's not as good as the sound in the theater. It just doesn't feel good. And also keep in mind, at home, there's like 10,000 distractions that get you. Like maybe your family members bothering you, or their phone going off. And if there's not any of that, you want to pause the movie, because that's what you do at home, and check your message. And you may watch a movie like Gravity, which is 90 minutes, but it may take you 2 hours because you keep on pausing. That's something about me. But when you're in a movie theater, you just gotta sit down, enjoy the movie, and take it, and not have nothing distract you. And I miss that so much. The big part I want to talk about is the sound design and hearing sound again. And here's the thing, again, I have a sound bar with subwoofers and at home. It does the job, but not enough of a job. Now my theater has Dolby Atmos sound mix. I'm not gonna lie, some movies don't really take advantage of the sound mix, but Gravity, holy crap, it may be one of the best Atmos sound mixes I've ever heard. They use the surround sound, they move sound in certain directions, they overwhelm you, they make you feel like in the movie. And especially a movie like Gravity, where there's no sound in space, but they create those sound effects and everything in the score, and how it overwhelms and adds intensity. Holy crap, I miss that. The sound makes movies. Like, sound really immerses you in, and hearing that in a movie theater again, is something I have been craving for, and I missed for so long. And that's the thing, when the credits start rolling, I look to my friend, and all I can say is, felt so good, you guys, just walking out, talking about the movie, getting out, seeing the bright sun as you walk out. Like, I really needed this, and I felt so good seeing Gravity and my first trip back to the theaters. And in the end, after my experience of going back, I can say this for without a doubt, I cannot wait to return to the theaters soon, like this week, because I had an incredible time, and I needed this more than ever. After the last few months of pure hell I fell through, missing my treasured experience, being back in the movies and escaping the world for just a few hours, I love that, and I cannot wait to go soon. Now, again, is this a theater telling people, you should go, fuck what Twitter's saying, and fuck what this fear-mongering, you should go? No, I'm not gonna do that, because obviously people have a level of safeness. Some people are more safe, some people are less safe, some people have relatives, like more, whatever, I get that. If you don't feel safe, you know, I'm not judging you, but all I can speak for is my experience. I cannot wait to go back. I cannot wait to see the repertory stuff, and I especially cannot wait to see Tenet in 3 weeks, because Canada is finally getting this movie in 3 weeks, and just my first experience ensued so much confidence that I'm going to be safe and able to see my most anticipated movie of the year in movie theaters again. I am more than happy to return, slowly resume back to my normal life and everything. And again, we gotta do it with caution, we gotta do it with masks, we gotta do what we can do. Flying the curve. There's a lot more important problems in the world, keep in mind. But just being back in the theater for the first time, for something I took for granted back in February, felt life-changing again. And it's something I needed. And here's the thing I need to say. I think we all need the love, the power of storytelling, of movies, and the magic of it more than ever. Alright guys, I know it's been a while since my last video. I needed some time to recool my batteries and like just think crazy stuff. Also went through a couple things, whatever. That's not the point. I'm gonna try to make more videos again and get back in the groove, and just being rejuvenated going back to the movie theaters has given me these ideas, and I'm excited. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please click a like, favorite, and subscribe. Click the notification bell for alerts on brand new videos, and then comment below so you guys encourage me to make way more videos in the future. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.